Hey guys, how's it going? This is Jonathan over at Sprout Lending. Very, very excited to be working with each and every one of you. I hope to help you guys sell as many funnels as we possibly can. So, just a little bit about Sprout Lending. We're basically a marketplace for business financing. We offer a ton of programs, anywhere from bank loans, lines of credit, merchant cash advances, and invoice factoring. All right, we are going to work with our clients to get them into the best possible program that they qualify for. The process can take as little as a business day, depending on the strength of the client and which program we're going to put them into. Some programs will take longer than others to complete. Their approvals are all going to be based on revenue. What this means is that, if a client's doing $30,000 a month, he could qualify for anywhere between, 20 and 35,000. A client doing $50,000 a month is not going to qualify for 100,000. Okay, a client doing, let's say, 15,000 is not going to get 30,000. So that's very important as this moves on and progresses, that you have an idea of what they could qualify for. Typically, it's going to be anywhere between 80 and 110% of their monthly revenue in their business bank account. What we're going to do is, once we get the form, we're going to collect an application, we're going to run credit, we're going to collect the statements and qualify the clients. From there, we're going to complete the financing process. So our goal is to finance the funnels you sell as quickly and easily as possible. All right. Once the clients are approved, the financing is going to go directly into their business bank account, and then you guys are going to wind up collecting directly from, the clients. You'll be notified. So what we're going to do to make this process as smooth as possible is we're going to notify you the day before the funds are going to be into the client's business bank account. If a client gets declined, when they're declined, we are going to contact the referral agent. That's why you guys are on the form. We're going to contact you and say, hey, we couldn't get your client approved for XYZ reason. So it's going to be up to you to have them complete the transaction, whether it's borrowing money from a friend or, taking it off a credit card. If they're declined, we're going to feel terrible about it, but sometimes, business owners just have terrible credit or they don't qualify for one of our programs. So let's talk a little bit about the process. All you have to do is fill out the short form completely and email it to hcapp@sproutlending.com. We're going to reply once we have it. As soon as we have it, we are going to call, text, reach out to the client, send them an application along with the needed documentation to complete the entire application process. The process can take anywhere between 1 and 7 business days. The stronger the client and the quicker we have all their statements in, the quicker the process is going to be. If the client's, has bad credit, or they want, let's say, some of our higher end bank loans, it could take a little bit longer. Either way, we're going to update you throughout the entire process. We'll let you know when they send their statements in. We'll let you know if they're approved or declined. Again, if they get declined, we're going to reach out to you and let you guys know. This way you can still complete the transaction. So just to give you a little bit of background about what we're going to collect, we're going to collect a one-page Sprout Lending application. We will send it out via DocuSign. This makes it very quick and very easy for the clients to fill it out, and it automatically comes back to us. We're also going to collect the last 4 months of their business bank statements. If they accept credit cards, we're going to collect the last 4 months of their processing statements, a voided check, a driver's license, proof that they own the business. That could be articles of incorporation or their last year's complete business tax return. We'll usually collect a lease, and then we'll have our financing agreement signed. Some of them are actually wind up getting a link, and they just have to complete the link, and then the financing is wired into their account, depending on the program. So what are the bare minimums and the ideal client? So I would say 1 year in business or more, $15,000 in revenue a month going into their business bank account. They have to have a business bank account. There's no program that will approve a business for financing without a business bank account. Typically, they're going to need a FICO score or credit score of above 550. and good cash flow, meaning we want to see about $1,000 average daily balance in their business bank account. We would prefer the clients be based in the United States. We can finance in Canada. The programs are a little bit scaled back and limited, but we can complete that transaction. What I would say is if a client's doing $8,000 to $10,000 a month, that's really going to be the bare minimum. And if they're doing $8,000 to $10,000 a month, hopefully they only need $2,500 for the funnel, because there's no way we're going to be able to get them more than $5,000 if they have those minimal revenues. On the flip side, if a client again is doing $50,000, you can sell him a $30,000 funnel all day long. So here's some of the challenges that may occur in the financing process. If they have a credit score below 500, if they don't have a business bank account, if they have bad cash flow. What I mean by bad cash flow is if they have negative days in the bank, more than an average of, let's say, 3, or that we see, a ton of bounce payments or NSFs coming out of the business bank account, and they don't have credit card processing. If they have credit card processing, it may be possible we can get them in advance. Not ideal, but we can definitely try and complete the transaction. It's going to be very hard if they're currently in a bankruptcy, or if they have severe tax liens or judgments. If they're behind on rent more than a month, that usually will complicate a transaction. If they're not U.S. based, or if they're not a U.S. citizen, those can be potential challenges in the process as well. So I just want to take a minute to go over ideal industries. Ideal industries are industries that our underwriters love to lend to based on past history and profit margins. Anybody in the healthcare field, doctors, dentists, chiropractors, or lodging and restaurants, so hotels, motels, restaurants, bakeries. Any retail location is typically a very, very strong client for us as well. They could be selling clothes, shoes, hardware, pharmacies, service industries like auto repair, dry cleaning, hair salons. Those all usually score out very well as well. What I would say is we can do real estate companies, like we have financed brokers before. Typically is a little bit harder of a transaction, but we can get that done. These are some of the harder to finance customers. So accounting and legal firms. Accounting we can do. Legal firms it's a little bit tougher. But anybody up here, boat sales and car sales, we can. I don't typically see them. I don't think we're going to be doing funnels for new car sales, but certainly used lots may come in and ask for a sales funnel. But this is basically a list of harder to finance industries. Again, medical marijuana we could probably get done. We could probably do tobacco and firearms. It just can't be internet based. There's just a lot of risk associated with that, obviously. Pawn shops we can finance. Now, if you guys have any questions at all, or you need to call me, here is the contact information where we can be reached. So hcapp@sproutlending.com, or you could call me, Jonathan, directly at 516-469-3279. I look forward to working with each and every one of you and hope to make this program as successful as possible.